Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 167 of Trials and Trebuchets. I'm your Dungeon Master, Luke, and joining me are my players, whose names are...
Hello, my name is Ben, and I play the 167th iteration of Windsor Wallaby, the level 8 gnome wizard.
Different every time.
It is different every time. It's never the same Winsler.
Hi, it's me, Carla, and I play the level 8 tiefling roguelike Integrity Idleberry. Got my mind on the money and the money on my mind. Got a taste of the winning, so I just need a dynamite.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I play Miramar Sean, the level 8 half-elf bard. Wake up, you crazy noble. You're trapped in ground more scary than Chernobyl. And if you're asleep, tell me, why are the orchids so sweet? Where's the ruins? Why are you in Shiora? Are you surrounded with a necromantic aura? I'm trying to reach you, but my head is in pain and I'm beat. Ooh.
What's
Cool.
true?
So that's the episode.
2 songs per episode, then we're done. Hi, my name is Sam, and I play the level 8 human sorceress Serenip Cinderman. Currently, just riding the wave, man. I don't know what else to say.
Riding the wave.
Riding the wave.
And last time on Trials and Trebuchets, Integrity Idleberry and Serenip Cinderman were told Amaret Idleberry's wonderful, noble backstory in an attempt to comfort Serenep. Additionally, Serenep was offered a lifetime pass to stay at the Idleberry home whenever she needed it. Meanwhile, Mira reunited with Delnis and eavesdropped on the Wraithrins, being confronted in disguise as Syndra by Adeline and making it out alive and unscathed. During this time, Winsler received dancing tips from Artis Artesian. Both of them aren't good at it, so I don't know how effective that was. Regardless, within Mira's dormitory, trying to do an outfit change for the gala, she discovered a sweaty and distressed Angelica Lindman, but managed to calm her down, or at least communicate with her through magical messaging before returning to the gala. Back at the venue, Sereneph was called before her parents and then afterwards the royals to explain that she wanted a more traditional and very long, years-long, eons-long betrothal, but disappointingly for her, walked away with the promise of a winter break wedding. The most extravagant thing. Just you wait, Serenep. It's going to be outstanding. You're going to love it.
Oh, I'm not going to be there. Don't worry about it.
So, now we are here. Serenep, I assume you have tried to return to your friends. Can everyone paint the picture for me? How do you spend, 45-ish minutes here at the gala, please?
I am gonna go to the dessert stand, in the corner.
There's wonderful icy assistants skating around carrying icy trays of desserts. Just like a bunch of... what should dessert be? I want something custard. Some custard dessert, please.
What about a trifle?
I think that's a perfect option, Sarah. They're carrying around wonderful bowls full of trifle, giving out single servings to anyone who wants it. Integrity, you can
excuse
fetch
me?
such things if you would like. Yes, you.
Do you happen to have a large container full of sugar? Perhaps anyone who's offering some coffee?
One of the icy venue assistants, they can't speak, they are made of ice, skates over with a icy pitcher with steaming hot coffee within it and can pour you a mug, Integrity, and out of their finger a bunch of sugar does pour into it for you.
Okay. I am going to sort of open up my pocket and I'm going to be like, "Hi, can you please put sugar in here?"
It hesitantly puts its finger over your pocket and begins to fill your pocket. It looks, Integrity, this magical creature of a sort, this created construct, seems to think that it is doing something wrong by pouring sugar all over you. But you can fill your pockets with sugar if that's what you want to do.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for the sugar. Bye.
bows deeply and skates away from you as you go about your business. What are you doing with the sugar? Is that just a special trick for later?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. You have pockets full of sugar. The rest of you, what are you getting up to?
Well, is 45 minutes considered a short rest?
No.
Okay, because I would have played some music for my friends to help them out a little bit. I think in that case, what I might do is like just kind of get back onto the dance floor and just kind of try to dance away my extreme stress before the battle. I don't know if anybody else is who I recognize and doesn't have a mask on is around, but if I see like an acquaintance from a club or something, I might say hi to them.
Yeah, absolutely. You can
provided
dance.
Delnus does not come back.
You do not see Delnus coming back, no.
I figured, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, you can dance. Give me, actually, a performance roll. If you get above an 18, gain like a D4 hit points just from like stress relief.
Well, I rolled a 16, and my performance modifier is 11, so that's a 25. Will that do it?
Oh, that barely. Yes. Go ahead and roll a D4 and gain that many hit points
back. This is gonna be a really helpful D4.
Yeah.
Okay, I get 3 more hit points. I'm at 12 now.
Whoa.
That'll make the difference. Listen, that 3 is gonna make all the difference. Just
it
you
might.
wait.
It might.
Cool. So Mira is just dancing by herself, trying to quell the sadness within and like the worry and the anxiety. And it's successful, honestly. Dancing, great outlet for stress. Winsler and Serenap.
I am tailing Integrity to the dessert table because I want to grab myself and Charlotte a dessert and spend some time with her before the duel starts.
You can grab some trifle with her and generally walk around together, find an isolated little table that no one else is sitting at because
the
everyone's out
introverts
dancing.
are talking.
And you can sit and eat trifle together and discuss stuff that you... What topics do you talk about? I want to say this conversation goes well, so what does Winsler talk about with her?
I think Winsler would talk about, you know, take a page out of Pa and like Pa's book and talk about like the farm and what it was like there, you know, because I feel like that is something that Charlotte would be interested in knowing.
Yes. I think that she's enthused about it. She's not like a country person. She's definitely a city person, has no concept of where food comes from, just generally that it shows up at the market and you get it, right? So it's a nice conversation to have, honestly. And you can pass the 45 minutes in wonderful company, just butterflies in your tummy, as it were.
And dessert.
And dessert in your tummy, obvi. And Serenap Cinderman, what are you doing at this time?
I think first she would like what's Philip? Like just checking on Philip and everything, like with...
Overhearing your conversation, we can say this. Overhearing your conversation with the king and queen Serenap, he leaves his kind of action. He puts a pin in that one and will subtly accompany you. And you two of you can walk together. And he makes very clear that everyone at the length of this table hears him congratulating you on your very, very, very near wedding date.
In that case, because he's joining me, I want to introduce him to Mom Idleberry and my cousins. Yeah.
Spectacular. This is an interesting note because this is the first time, I guess the Idleberry twins do so know that you are their cousin now, which is fascinating. Or did they know that before? I forget. Regardless.
I don't know. They just kind of knew me as the person who watched them that one time shot magic.
Out of their hands. Yeah. You can sit at the table with Amoret, Idleberry. Integrity, you could return here with all the sweets and sugar in your pockets if you would like to. And the twins and everyone can have a spectacular time. Philip is here. Serenap, Amoret, Idleberry grills this guy very, very much, trying to get to the bottom of if he's actually a bad kind of person or not.
I hold his arm in support the entire time, and I look at Integrity and say, "Why is there just loose sugar in your pocket?"
I don't know. I'm just feeling a little bit sweeter than I usually am.
That's a good pun, but I... Okay.
Make sure you take it out before you have to clean your clothes. Do you remember that?
Yes. I'll try to remember that, and if I don't.
Do you need me to remind you?
If you don't, you'll have ants.
Oh, I hate those. I remember like waking up one time and there was like a bunch of red ants who were biting me, and that was not a fun time.
What?
So the Idleberry family, extended family, shares tales and talks and eats trifles and teases integrity.
Tales, talks, trifles, and teasing. That's the title.
Oh my
That's the
God.
title. The 45 minutes passes. You see miscellaneous attendants rushing around trying to do certain things. Fixing up the dance floor, making sure it's a nice pristine. After the duels ended, for the record, they did seal back up that arena so that people had no risk of falling into the dueling
Dang
hole.
it, I was hoping.
People are mingling. It is getting later in the evening. Let's say it's approaching like 9-ish p.m. I don't know if that fits with our timeline, but I don't really give a fuck. And on the hour, a man will stand and make another final declaration or speech. The music fades out. Those dancing, which might be you, Mira, still, can all hear Headmaster Crow raise up his hands, and he will say, "Gathered
Beloved.
gala goers."
My GGG.
Gathered gala goers.
He gathered
Go
gala
gather.
goers. I hope that you've enjoyed the evening's festivities and the general week that we have had here. I would like to call to the floor our esteemed first years who have usurped the reigning champions of the Autumn's End Festival dueling tournament, as well as the 7th years who have just won their semi-final as well. Our runners-up from last year, in fact. I would welcome you both teams to make their way to our dance floor so that we might begin the final duel of the Autumn's End dueling tournament.
Okay.
And he will sit back down. Hass takes over. People gather. As you walk down the steps, you can see there's a lot of people. Everyone is here to watch this event now. The nobles watch mildly, and the rest of the general staff at Wildcliff stand by and like clap for you as you walk down, especially you, the first years. Again, because you're doing something so monumental in this moment. You hear Artis Artesian clapping and yelling and going, "You'll do great!" and yelling for you down. You probably hear your parents calling out for you as well. Winsler, there's a very piercing voice that says, now, don't get blown up this time, as your dad calls out for you. And Integrity, a voice calls out to you that says, "Hey, can you sign this?" And you see thrown on the ground in front of you someone's mask.
Integrity has her own Joan fan club
God.
now.
Oh my gosh! I'm going to like giddily jump and like quickly sign it, and I'm like, I got you!
You look back up to the stands and you see a pink tiefling. You actually ran into them in the evocation department a couple of days ago in the middle of a duel, and they seemed like very frazzled by you. But they'll look down at you and say, "Can you sign my name on it?"
What? I don't know what your name is.
Curiosity Cuddleberry.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And they'll stare down at you in super excited. Everyone else is like clapping. Everyone else is quite quiet, and it's like a very tense moment as this tiefling yells out their name, and their friend like looks super embarrassed next to them. Integrity, do you want to sign it to your biggest and most adoring fan?
Curiosity Cuddleberry. You have a beautiful name.
Thank you. I think yours is great too.
And I
big
throw
fan.
it back at them.
You throw it back up to them. They catch it and hold it close to their chest, and they turn to their friend with an excited face. And then their friend goes, "I don't know why you like a bunch of first years so much. It's kind of weird. Like, you're in your 8th year. Like, chill. You're a full-grown adult."
We're adults too.
Nonetheless, the 4 of you can gather down here and begin your preparations. Mira, you got your new fit on. You're feeling confident. You danced some of the stress away, but it's still there. And the rest of you have your shit ongoing. On the other side of the arena, the 7th years who have gathered, you see 4 of them. all of you recognize, because you were at Mira's promposal to Delnus, a familiar-looking half-orc. He's beefy. He's very built. He's wearing...
I love how many beefy half-orcs there are. I love it.
I know. The
Beef.
fans love beefy half-orcs. He's wearing an orange shirt with black pants, as you recall. Weenie Hollow, totally Weenie Hollow colors. Dude's just vibing. He has some cool braided hair and dark green skin. He has at his waist a set of like a pan flute that he is looking at you hesitantly with, Mira.
Not more bards.
And he looks kind of, yeah. There's also a girl here kind of, okay, I'll describe her in a second. There is a dwarven girl here who seems to be very much concentrating. She is rolling up a big scroll into a very tightly wound kind of situation and seems very intently focused on that. She is also wearing quite heavy armor and looks altogether quite serious. Any of you who were paying attention in the last duel would recognize this girl as the sole standing survivor of the 7th year team and the person who essentially won it for them.
Damn.
Standing nearby is a young man that two of you recognize. He has slicked back black hair. He has a little popped collar, and he looks like he has really sick shoes on as well, and he looks like he has just finished crying badly.
Oh no!
Integrity and Winsler, you recognize from the bookstore, from the student store, Vincent Paquin standing there.
Vincent. Oh dear.
Yes.
He looks to be in a tragic state. And finally, he's kind of like quietly mumbling, almost like venting to one of his teammates, who is like an elven-looking, slender woman who has like this kind of olive skin and like these earthy eyes, and she looks to just be kind of like frozen as he speaks to her. And she looks to be like, trying to like, you might overhear her being like, breathe in, breathe out. Vincent, breathe in, breathe out. Vincent, we're about to duel. I don't care if Christina didn't want to dance with you. You need to, Vincent, right? And she just seems to be trying to calm him down. You seem to be going up against a team in equal kind of like stressful positions as the rest of you. Yeah, just a fucking mess of a team. Haas will be making the rounds. She goes over to that team first and addresses them. She shakes each of their hands. You don't hear what she says. And then she will come to your side of the dance floor, and she will look at the four of you and shake her head. She's wearing this gold regalia. She has like short gray hair, and she's just shakes her head and goes, I didn't expect the four of you first years to make it this far. It's never happened, quite frankly. It's a shock. One of the best things, like a huge upset. Honestly, I lost a lot of money on the last duel. We had a betting, like the faculty has like a betting pool. Lost a lot of money on it, but like very exciting to watch. And then she'll point at you, Integrity, and say, I expect great things. I'm just glad to know that the department won't be lacking in talent in the years to come. And she'll look at the rest of you and say, and you're all fine too.
Thanks.
Sure.
Well, we try.
Any questions for this one before we start? You've done this a lot. You've already succeeded. Kind of like just succeeding all the way. I wish you the best of luck. You've done an excellent job. No matter who wins in this one, you should be very proud, she says with full earnesty. A woman you can trust. Professor Haas is not a woman to lie. When she tells you the truth, when she tells you the blunt truth, you can trust it, especially now. And she will walk over to you, Integrity, and say, please win this one, because I did go put more money on you all.
Oh my
Oh my God.
And she
Rip to
hits you
her.
hard on the shoulder and will walk
There
away
goes her bets.
through
Oh, wow.
2 batons.
Good luck, you guys. We're all kind of hurt. You guys look hurt, so let's just like have fun out there, I guess. But yeah, good luck.
So,
There's no one
Here we
else I
go.
would have wanted
as
to do
you
all of
all
this with.
Professor Haas will gesture for all of you to walk towards one another, enter into the center of the dance floor. And as you all hesitantly do, you enter into the floor. A crack in the ice kind of goes around it, making a jagged 40-foot kind of circle of ice. And that center circle of ice then begins to raise up from the floor about 30 feet.
Ooh.
It's a very simple arena this time. It's a 40
high
foot
up.
piece of, it's a 40-foot piece of ice. You're 30 feet off the ground. If you get knocked off the ice, you're out of the arena.
Okay.
There is no flags.
Oh shit, there's
This
no
is
flags.
Oh no.
What?
Uh-oh.
Professor Haas will raise both batons. Or actually, rather, we can have some handshakes first. Sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. You all approach. Please tell me who you would like to shake hands with. There's a dwarf, I'll tell you, an Eladrin. She's not an elf. She's an Eladrin specifically. There is the half-orc, and there is Vincent Pekin, a human. Actually, I think he's a half-elf. Sorry. Half-elf, dwarf, Eladrin, and orc. Who would you like to shake hands with?
The bard. Because I know him
Absolutely.
probably.
You walk up to him. He sticks a hand out to shake your hand, Mira.
I'll shake his.
He shakes it and goes, "There's not going to be... Now, good luck. There's not going to be birds this time, right?" Because that was this morning.
So much.
And
yeah.
it was
Thank
the
you
worst.
again so much for helping. I'm so
No
sorry
worries.
about that.
How's the
Okay,
night
cool.
going?
Oh, great. How about you?
It's been okay. I kind of expected it to be a bit more fun, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. I hope you and your
Well, good
girlfriend
luck
are
on
having
the
a really
duel.
good time dancing, though.
Yeah, we had a great, awesome
Oh my
evening.
god, did you see Professor Ratherin's song earlier?
Oh my god.
Okay,
That was wild.
was-
I didn't know he could do that,
I like
honestly.
I like
kind of
these
just thought he
people.
was washed up.
Yeah, no,
We
he wrote
haven't
that
met
all
yet.
by himself.
Oh, you're we haven't met yet because you don't hang around the music department that much. You kind of get the fuck out as soon as classes are over, don't you?
Yeah,
My
yeah,
name's
I
Karis.
guess.
My name's Karis.
Karis?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, I'm Mira.
Yeah, super nice to meet you, Mira.
Nice to
And
meet you. Look on the duel.
these two are having a whole ass conversation over
Oh,
there.
yeah?
Who would the rest of you like to shake hands with?
I wish to shake hands with the dwarf.
The dwarven girl
Yes,
walks up.
because our
She
heights
has-
sort of match, maybe.
She is still. It looks Winslow. She's using you know how there's those big mechanical implements to wind a crossbow up so that you don't have to do it with your muscles. She has essentially a scroll winder, almost oh. It's very similar to what you would have in a film camera that winds your film up for you. And she's just holding that and cranking it and trying to very tightly bind up this scroll into a little roll of something. And she looks up at you quickly and will put out a hand, a plate mail covered hand, and she'll say, "Now, good luck on this one."
Yeah, good luck. I wish you all the best.
I wish you the best too. We aren't doing great this evening, but we watched your duel earlier, and it doesn't seem like y'all are doing great either. So this one seems to be
we're all in a boat and it's sinking.
this one seems to be fair. Fought against Jones' team last year, and they whooped our asses. So I'm hoping for a much more even one this year.
Yeah, they're
but
kind of scary.
won't be taking it easy on you. Want that money.
Ooh.
All right.
But good luck.
Good luck.
And she'll shake your hand, Winsler. Sereneth Integrity, who would like to shake hands with?
I see a crying guy, and I'm just
Oh.
I'm gonna
Absolutely
I'm gonna check on this dude. I'm gonna check on Vincent.
You walk over, Vincent Pekin, unknown to who. You don't know who the fuck this guy is.
I just
He
see a
walks up to
crying
you,
dude.
He's wearing the snazziest shoes. The absolute
Damn.
snap. Integrity, or Carla, can you describe Vincent's shoes for us?
I think we went with some Oxford shoes. I would imagine that it is some bright sky blue color
Yep.
with gold laces and
Absolutely.
some elaborate crinkles. What's the word for it?
Absolutely. I have no idea.
Lacy looking thing.
But yeah, he's wearing these powder blue, sky blue shoes and just white everything else to stand out. He looks like a springtime sky. He looks awesome, and his face is red and puffy, Sereneth, and as you put your hand out to shake, he goes, It's like a pleasure to duel against you. Good luck, and I just wish you all the best in life, and oh my god, I'm not here for this.
Are you okay?
I asked Christina, and he points at the dwarven girl. He goes, "I asked Christina if she wanted to dance. I've had a crush on her for 7 years." And she said no. She said that this was not the time for it. It's concentrate. And I was just heartbroken. Your friend actually, oh my god, it's you two. And he points at Winsler and Integrity. Goes, they actually gave me advice on the shoes.
I looked down to his shoes oh, those are very nice shoes. Yes, I agree. They made an excellent. Oh, please don't. Well, I mean, she said it wasn't the time for it right now because, the duel and everything. I'm sure after this, if you tried to ask again, after the dueling is done, maybe you'll get a chance to dance.
He cries. He limply shakes your hand, Sereneth, and you try to console him. Integrity, you walk up to this elven-looking woman, an Eladrin. As you shake her hand, her cheeks begin to flush a little bit as she goes from that calm demeanor, and she'll say, "Oh, really? I hope that you guys have a lot of fun, and you've done so great getting this far. And it's really an honor to be able to duel against you. You all seem like really great at this. But good luck on winning."
Thank you so much. I really look forward to fighting with you as well. I mean, this is unbelievable. I can't believe we're here.
Spectacular. It's the best. Like it's absolutely crazy. But good luck. And she gives you a thumbs up. And as she shakes your hand, and will lean back and take a deep breath, and like that olive complexion returns to her as she calms herself. While she was talking to you and getting a bit excited, Integrity, she started to become a bit like pink, her hair started to turn like a bit blonde at the end, right? Almost like she was working herself up and like having a physical reaction to that, but then calms herself back down with some breathing.
Like a litmus paper.
Like a mood ring, actually. Yeah. And you can all separate. Despite being the first to shake hands, Mira, you and Karas are shaking hands until the very end, and Haas like yells up at you, goes, "Are you ready to duel?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do this, I guess.
The batons come down, and she yells the initiating words, "Duel, start!"
Oh,
and
God.
I need you all
we didn't
roll
even-
initiative.
We didn't even go back to our original spots.
Yo,
It
let's
just
go.
called.
Let's fucking go.
All right. Well, Mira is not
23.
really going to get to do anything in this round at all. So,
This is going to be
13 plus 3.
either
that's a
9 hours of
16.
fighting, or
yeah, I don't think Mira's going to get a turn because that's a 5.
Oh, God.
That's a 3 plus 2 for Mira Marchand.
Oh no, Mira!
I got 15.
She was too into the meeting another bard and vibing.
It's true.
I love the like very quiet, "That's Christina."
Christina.
He's all like they're on the same team.
Aw.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if
awkward.
they're on
Very
the same
funny.
team, they've like been working together for like the last 7 years. Like, it kind of makes
Should've
sense.
eat where you shit.
He had a chance. Should have
Oh
taken
my
it way
God.
longer ago.
Winsler Wallaby.
Oh, yes.
You feel the preeminent call coming from Haas, and you immediately take action.
Yes.
What's up? What would you like to do?
How close are they all to each other? Like, what
they
kind
are
of
clustered.
clustered?
They're,
Yes.
They are clustered. You are all kind of clustered within 20 feet of one another. Haas did not wait for you all to back away after shaking hands. You're all in
Okay.
the center of this icy
Are
platform
any of
hanging
them
in the air.
standing close enough that they would both be within a 10-foot square?
We can say that Christina and Karis, the orc, or the half-orc.
All right. As soon as Professor Haas sounds the go, I am going to pull out an old pork rind,
Oh!
and I'm going to
It's
cast
happening!
grease on the area
Okay.
where Christina and Karis are standing.
What do they need to do?
So when the grease appears, each creature standing in its area must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Okay. Christina got a 25,
Okay, yeah.
and Karas got a 9.
Okay, he fails.
Okay. So does he just fall to the ground?
He
prone?
falls to the ground prone. And
Perfect.
any creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone. So there's just grease
Awesome.
there.
Awesome. Amazing turn. Winsler sprays brownish white grease all over the ground. You see Karas, he backs up from shaking your hand, Mira, and is like, "Oh, this is going to be so fun." And you see him take 2 steps back, and then he just falls and absolutely wipes out and flat on his back on the ground, just absolutely writhing around,
Love it.
looking pathetic, so sad. His beautiful silken orange shirt is stained with gross flammable
Ooh.
grease now.
Oh.
And that's that. It's now. Hey, Winsler, do you want to do anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, it's now Karas's turn. He is going to spend half of his movement standing up and trying to wipe himself off from grease. And he will he will look around, fearing for everything. He's gone into immediate fight or flight mode, and he whips his pipes to his mouth and plays out a sick little ditty, and will try to taunt Integrity Idleberry.
Oh, shit.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
Yes, as he plays this and looks over at you with like this most smug expression, like dude at a party in university playing an acoustic guitar smug expression, like absolute bro.
How does an 18 do? 16.
An
plus
18
2.
succeeds with flying colors. The taunt fails completely. He wastes his turn, but it is a sick ditty to which all the rest of you can take your turns as he plays these sick pan flute.
Nice.
Up next is
Dope.
Integrity Idleberry. What do you want to do?
So I am going to grab sugar from my pocket.
Yeah.
And I'm going to like throw it in the air at their faces, like to try and I guess like make them like basically like have itchy eyes.
Yes.
And then I would like to cast Hex to let's go with the Dwarven girl.
Christina.
Christina who hurt Vincent Pekin.
Christina who absolutely hurt Vincent Pekin. Yes.
Yeah,
Broke his fucking little heart.
I'm gonna hex her, and she has to do a.
It just happens.
Oh yeah, it just
and
happens.
you get to choose a ability that she gets disadvantage on rolls for, if I recall properly.
Yes. And I would like to do that for her wisdom.
Ooh, okay, that one's brutal.
Ooh.
Awesome. You do so. These little snaky runes appear and begin to like around her ears and begin to wrap around her temples, let's say.
Perfect.
As
and
you
I'm gonna
hex her.
And I will also use my movement to get behind them.
Absolutely. You Integrity, you're gonna run into the grease if you do that.
Uh-oh.
Okay?
Wait,
so
There is a 10-foot square of grease on the ice.
there is a 10-foot square of grease on the ice.
Okay.
Very slippery surface. It is very slick. Be
I'm
careful.
just trying to put myself in a position that is like more advantageous.
Yeah. You could get behind Vincent or the Eladrin. I'll tell you her name is Ada. You can get behind Vincent or Ada. Vincent seems completely out of it and is sobbing to himself. Very easy target. So you can get behind him. Okay.
Perfect. I'll get behind
AIDA?
Vincent Pekin.
ADA.
ADA.
Yeah, Ada.
So those
Perfect.
are my 3 things.
Up next is Serenep Cinderman. What would you like to do? Everyone's bundled. Everyone's greasy. There's a dude playing a sick pan flute solo.
What do you
want to do?
scene.
What I would like to try to do is use my skills that I learned in school to change the element of a spell.
Oh,
and
shit.
use well, I want to move so that like I'm out of range of my friends, and I want to use Thunderwave, but I want to make it wind and blow them off the edge with their greasy feet.
That's sick.
Slip and slide.
We can absolutely. So Serenep, all that takes is for you to move forwards. You can get everyone except Vincent. How about?
Okay,
I'm not worried
that
about
works.
Vincent.
So they're going to make Constitution saving throws in that case. Okay, let's go around the horn. Christina gets she doesn't have very good Constitution. She gets us 18.
Dang it. Yep, she passes.
Oh, I didn't expect that. Karas gets a 9.
Another
again.
9.
Okay.
And Ada gets a very fucking wonderful, so many pages. And Ada gets an 11.
Perfect. So
Oh
I get
my God.
2 out of 3 at least. And so my plan is to just like use the wind and the grease and the ice just to blow them off the edge of the
Blow them
stage.
backwards. Absolutely. It won't blow them completely off the edge because it pushes them 15 feet, if I recall. But
Well, I didn't know
it
if
does-
changing the element of it would help push it further because it's wind instead of thunder.
That's a fun call. I will let you push them to the precipice so that if someone even so much as pushes them, a light breeze, then yes. Let's extend that to like a 20-foot push then. How about that?
Damn.
That's
Okay.
a good
Roll.
push.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, damage for Thunderwave is 2d8.
Exhilarating combat.
I know, right? Amazing.
I'm so excited to see if Mira makes it.
I was hoping that Grace would
Highly
get at
doubtful.
least another
That
one so that
Is
Mira would have a chance.
10 in total.
Sick. So Karas will take the full 10, Ada will take the full 10, and Christina will take half. Sick.
Sick.
Karas seems not okay. Ada seems relatively okay. And Christina is not even... She's not even fucking phased by what y'all are doing.
She's not scratched at all.
Up next is going to be Ada's turn. Her once olive kind of demeanor and darker hair and earthy eyes take on a kind of like much more... She gets like blonde kind of like highlights at the end of her hair as she bristles a little bit, trying to... Like the adrenaline is pumping and like her emotions are up. She very clearly is distressed and getting a bit fight or flighty. And she is going to, from her waist, pull from its little... She has like attached on her waistband, or on her belt rather, as people actually call them, a mace. She's going to pull it off of her belt, off of the little hoopy, and she's going to...
Don't like that laugh. Don't like it one bit.
She kind of swings the mace around her head, not as if she's gonna like swing it and whack someone with it, but as if she's like almost performing some sort of dance with it or casting a spell with it, which is what she's doing. She has this multicolored mace, that's an important note, and as she like twists it in the air above her head, a very neon resplendent kind of color begins to emerge in the air as she uses some cleric shit and whispers a prayer to Isithil under her breath.
Oh shit!
And will cast
Dude, we met
Spirit
Isithil.
Guardians. And
Oh.
around and in a 15-foot radius around her, large vines of spectral pinks and purples and silvers begin to spin like a vortex. And then she's going to, very much on the aggressive, run back into the fray so that all of you are within her wonderful 15-foot radius.
Ooh.
So the way this works is you call spirits forth in a 15-foot radius to protect you. When you cast this spell, you can designate any number of creatures you can see to be unaffected by it. Those are her friends. Unaffected creatures, that's all of you. Speed is halved while in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, you need to make a wisdom saving throw or take damage. Okay?
Oof.
So it doesn't do damage to you now, but it will on the start of all of your turns as she
Oof.
stands here and these vines kind of like push through you in a very uncomfortable way. Up next is Christina.
Oh boy.
Now let me...
She's going to kill us.
Yeah, she's gonna fucking blast some fools. She opens the scroll an inch. Or rather, undoes a little latch on it, akin to if you had a poster rolled up and had an elastic holding it in place.
Oh, dear.
And then pulled the elastic off, and the entire scroll just started to unfurl itself. This is what happens. She undoes a small latch on her scroll winder, and it begins to just unfurl, unspool at an ungodly rate onto the ground. You see scribblings written on it in golden ink begin to glow brightly, and she chants under her breath, and she will just say, "I conjure thee to crush my foes," and will cast Arcane Hand. And a large spectral hand above the, like, just begins to materialize. It pushes out from the end of this scroll, this massive hand, probably 10 feet in length from the top of the finger to the bottom of the hand, is conjured, and yeah, it's a large hand of shimmering translucent force. It is in the air hovering above all of you. It moves at your command. She asked it to crush. It'll do shit. When does it go? It goes on subsequent turn, if I recall. You cast the spell, and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns, you can move the hand 60 feet and one of the following effects.
That is concentration, right?
Yes, it is, Mira.
Awesome.
So she is going to, as she conjures this hand from her scroll, she's going to clenched fist, let's say, Integrity Idleberry. Oh, no. Sorry. Let's do Sereneth, because Sereneth actually has done some damage so far. So Sereneth, this large spectral hand juts out. It's like golden and glowing, and it emerges from this scroll and is grand. You hear people in the crowd like, gasp as this massive hand emerges. It's just a whole mess up here, and it's going to rotate towards you and reach out towards you and like start to try to crush you in its grasp.
Fun.
It will make an attack against you.
I thought you were asking me to make an attack. Okay.
It didn't roll great, but it has a very good bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6 plus 8. That's a 14 hit.
No.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Well.
Dragon scales, baby.
In that case, you manage to very easily, it like starts to wrap its hands or wrap its fingers around you, and you can just duck out of there easily, Serenep, as it grasps its hand and then smashes down very quickly. Almost like it was going to. You do a backflip. You can do a back step. Let's say that. But it smashes down on the ice, and you all feel the ice beneath your feet shudder and shake.
Oh, God.
And cracks emanate out from it.
Oh, my gosh.
Cool. That's her turn. Up next is... God damn, Mira, you really did roll fucking...
I know, right?
I keep expecting it to be your turn already.
It's never going to be my turn. And when it is my turn, I'm going to fail a wisdom save and get knocked out.
So, it is Vincent Pekin, the shoe guy we all know and love.
The shoe guy. I'm so scared.
He is going to look up in his crying and look over to Christina, who's unfurling this massive scroll, and he's like, she's doing so great, and stumble his way over towards her. If I recall, there's grease on the floor, so he'll make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Winsler, does a 16 beat your saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
Crying.
He waddles like a penguin across the ice and grease, not falling to the ground, and will place a wavering hand reaching out towards Christina, and she like looks at him for a second, scowling as she is concentrating on her spell.
Yikes.
And he'll say, "Let me help," and she'll just like roll her eyes, and he'll pat her on the back and cast invisibility upon her.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
So she is no
gone.
longer visible. Mira Marchand, that's his turn. He returns to blubbering, standing there in the grease.
Mira gets a turn.
Marchand, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Let me.
You got
let me do
this.
that before anything
Come on,
else.
you got it. You got it.
That might make it, depending on what my bonus is, because I rolled a 16, and my bonus to saves is +0. So does the 16
You need
make
it to
it?
beat a 15.
Oh,
Yes.
So
half the damage, which
yes.
can still take Mira
you
out.
take half damage.
Oh.
All right, I have 12 hips. Let's see how this goes.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it's-
sure no matter what it might be.
No, the minimum damage is 3, because it's 3d8.
Oh, okay.
Is it 12?
Never mind.
Did you
I
get
feel
3
like-
eights, which is 24?
I feel like
which
that what
divided
just
by 2 is
I
12.
I feel like just what just happened to me was fake and bullshit. I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 1.
Oh my god!
I thought you rolled an 8 and 8 and an 8, not a 1 and a 1 and a 1.
Same.
I
feel
like
like
I
that's
said,
exactly-
I literally said the
Yo.
minimum
Knock
damage
Mira
is 3, and then dropped it and went, that's a 1, 1, and 1.
Jackpot.
So Mira, take
Great.
1 radiant damage.
Awesome.
Oh my
As,
god.
as an Isithilian vine just gently breezes by your cheek.
Wonderful. I'm so mad because I really wanted to use this spell on Christina, but it requires you to be able to see the target.
Ooh.
And I really wanted to fuck with her concentration. But given that that's not going to happen, I think we need to use this spell on... sorry, was it Ada who cast Spirit Guardians?
Yes, it is.
And that's also a concentration spell, right?
It is.
Great. So hopefully this does something. I am going to... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be strumming on my lyre, and I'm going to pull back one of the strings of the lyre, almost like I'm pulling back the strings of a bow and arrow, and I'm going to attempt to send a Rowlethan's Psychic Lance.
Yes.
No, Psychic Lance time.
Whoa,
So
this
that
is
is-
fucking sick.
That's an intelligence save.
Oh no.
Oh, shit. An intelligence save.
Oh no.
How dumb are
Half
they?
damage on a success.
So, I'm gonna go out on a limb, say I fucking passed with flying colors. She got a 5.
So the DC was a 16. So that is going to be 7d6 psychic damage,
Holy
and
shit.
Ida will also be incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Oh my
Bro.
god.
So let's
That's
roll
so
7d6.
fucking sick. And
I'm just happy I got to cast this
I'm
spell
so happy
once.
for you, yeah.
This is all I needed. Let me just block off that
Oh,
spell
no.
slot.
Christmas came early.
It did. All right, 7d6. I don't even care what I roll. I'm just glad I got to 1, 2, 3,
I just love
4,
cranking back on the
5,
lyre string and going, fuck
6,
you, and just this
7.
massive lance of energy striking out. I imagine it like pink,
Okay.
because that's just sick.
Yeah, okay, so that's 2 6s. Ada's just gonna be taking 24 psychic damage.
Damn.
And will be incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Tell me what it looks like, Mira. Tell me what the psychic lance looks like. How does it hit her?
I imagine it's almost this, it kind of looks like an arrow, but it's pink and it's almost this neon color, this spectral light. And I imagine it just strikes her right in the chest.
Yes, it cuts through these beautiful conjured spirits of Isithil and just like dissipates them, and her eyes widen, her face turns shocked, and like this bluish pallor crosses across her face as just sadness comes over her of like, oh no, what's happening? And then just this pink lance of energy strikes her through the chest, and it goes through, and then it does not show up on the other side. And then we see a poof as she goes unconscious. What's their team sponsor?
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
Say this one. Yeah, what's a team sponsor?
Oh, shit. Coalina's Candy Shop.
That's so weird. I was also thinking of an alliterative food one, but I just couldn't think of one in time.
Okay, we see a little bonbon conjure in the air that says Coalina's Candy Shop, and then poof, and she's gone. The spirits of Isithil dissipate with a angelic choir as they recede back into the void from which they came.
Damn. I was gonna say, I peek out to the crowd one more time to see if Delnus is anywhere in the audience.
Make a perception check.
Is there actually a chance that we could win this?
I don't know if Delnus is anywhere in the audience because I rolled a 6 and that is +3, so 9 to find Delnus.
As you do this, Mira, and like turn your head and your hair flops, and it's like this very cool frame, and you look down at all the people watching up at you, and they just have like this shocked look on their faces as like, now the first years are taking out 7th years, and this is absolutely wild. This is way cooler. Like visually, this is a stunning fight. Just phantasmal forces blasting at each other. This is what people come to the duels for. You don't see Delnus Wraithrum, but you do see hundreds of excited people looking at you.
Great. I'll wave at my parents instead.
Absolutely. Your mom looks fucking terrified. You do see
That's fair.
Okay. Cool. That's it for Mira. Back around to Windsor Wallaby. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, bud. Oh, no.
No,
Wait.
Ada's gone.
We just took care of that. I apologize so fucking much.
I was going to say I have advantage on it anyways, but it's fine.
Yeah. So
there is
Christina's
Vincent,
invisible.
right?
Vincent is sobbing, Christina's invisible, and Karas is at the very, very edge, wobbling and still playing a sick pan flute solo.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right. So can I see spaces like not in the arena, like just like a floor or something?
Absolutely. Yeah, there's tons of empty space out there. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to snap my fingers at Vincent as I twist space around him and cast a vortex warp.
Fuck.
Oh, that's so smart.
What do I have to do?
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Y'all are really keyed in. Like last fight, you guys were going against the saving throws that were like not like you made last fight harder than it was, and now you're like fucking power game in this one of like let's focus on the ones there's trash at. Constitution. That's a 18 plus 0.
He saves.
Okay, so the air around him kind of wibbles and wobbles, and he's like, and like as it like almost like shrinks to a point and then pop vanishes, he like ducks down to put his head in his hands and just barely manages to stay in place as the air transports to a different part of the arena. Is
That's
that
such a smart smell, though. Such smart spell, though, Ben.
That's
a smart smell.
Smart smell.
A smart smell.
That's my new favorite compliment.
That is the Windsor's
Use it for
turn
anything
because
cool.
there's not much else I can do.
Cool. In that case, it's your boy Karas's turn.
Oh, God.
And he is going to
Kill us.
cast a dope spell called...
He's not in the grease, right?
No, not anymore.
Okay,
he got pushed
thank
out.
God.
He's going to take a step forwards and like... He takes a break from playing his fucking pan flute and looks at the entire situation. He's like, oh my God, Ada's gone. And then he's like, where's Christina? And Vincent's like, ah! And then he's like, oh, and like takes the flute and looks at the center of the arena where most people are standing and where it's already kind of breaking to a piece or breaking into like there's cracks in the ice here. And he's going to cast a spell called Shatter.
Oh no!
Blows into his pan flute and like makes a very high-pitched note, and very quickly it leaves your perception of hearing. That's a 10-foot radius, and let's say it's at Serenep.
I play a low note on my lyre that counteracts the tone of the high one, canceling it out as I cast Counterspell.
Okay.
That's my last third level spell slot.
Fuck yes, that's sick. Okay, Mira, you like start blasting this very low-pitched note. He looks over at you as the spell you see the like a whitish smoke begin to drift out in like a weird wavy pattern shooting towards Serenep's feet, and you play this note and it just poof fades into the air as little sprinkles of like crystalline energy dissipate. And he looks over at you and he like shakes his head and goes, "You're too good."
Oh no, that was a really cool spell.
You're doing that like this is so awesome.
Christina's invisible. You guys are doing great.
Yeah, you killed 8 or you knocked 8 out, and like she's a rock. Okay. Integrity Idleberry, what are you up to?
I'm going to look at Karas.
Yes.
And I'm going to be like, "Hey, Karas, why was the musician kicked out of the tavern?"
And he goes,
"Because he was a bard." And then I'm
okay.
Oh my god.
Mira, you feel very insulted. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast Tasha's hideous laughter, please.
What do I need to do? A wisdom saving throw?
To do a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay, chill. He's actually good at that. That's a 17 plus 3.
Oh, yeah. That does
He
not...
looks at you and he goes, "I heard that shit for years. You're not, like my own parents and grandparents, my siblings roast me over the fire. You're not gonna get me with that one."
I'm sorry.
The spell. It was a bit, just a prank. The spell fades and does not take effect. Integrity, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Oh my god.
This is a wild
I'm going
fight.
to just like run towards him, I guess, like to try and do it by force in a little bit.
Okay.
Later.
Absolutely. Up next is Ada's out of the fight, so it's going to be Christina. She's going to use her bonus action. The hand is going to come for you again, Serenep.
Wait a second. Aren't I after integrity, or did I miss something?
You are after. No. Sorry, you're just very small on my little initiative. Please, Plake, take a turn, Serenep Cinderman. You see Christina, you don't see Christina, but you know that she's winding up because the hand starts to move, but your turn is first. What do you want to do?
I am going to cast Scorching Ray, but I'm going to shift it so that's wind again, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to do a bonus action to use sorcerer points to make myself a 4th level spell slot, and I'm going to use Scorching Ray as wind to try and blow Vincent off of the arena using all of the wind targets at him.
Absolutely. If you hit all of them, he will be blasted off. So go ahead.
Looks like Vincent's blasting off.
If you hit 2 of them, if you hit 2 of them, I'll say he can get knocked off.
Vince out.
So that is an 11 plus 7, 18.
Okay, that hits.
That's a 13 plus 7, so 20.
That hits.
That is an 18 plus 7, so 25.
Yes! That hits.
Yes.
And that is a natural 20.
And that hits as well.
Yes.
All right. So I'm not even gonna make you roll for this. He has 10 hit points left after the last fight. So, Serenep, you blast him with wind. He gets knocked back like 10 feet. You blast him again with wind, like doing cool finger guns and shooting at him. You conjure spell and arcane energy from nothingness to bolster yourself. And you see him like he's petering on the edge of this icy platform, and you hit him with the last one, and he starts to fall off, and he's like puts a teary hand out towards everything, and then he poofs away into a beautiful bonbon of smoke, and it's like Coalina Candy Shop.
And because the concentration has been broken, she should be visible again.
Christina is now visible again, and she looks right at you. And would you like to move or do anything?
I would like to move closer to her.
Okay, absolutely. You move up on her, and she does not hesitate to bring this clenched fist and try to smash it down upon your head.
Okay.
Does a 28 hit? That's a natural
Fucking
20.
hell.
Yeah, that hits me.
Oh, shit.
So that's gonna be 8d8 for those at home.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it was nice knowing you guys. She's visible again, so like that's good.
Bonk.
That's gonna be 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Poof.
Or points of force damage. So, Serenep, you blast Vincent off the cliff and then start to run towards Christina to make your next move. And then the hand just comes down upon your head, bonking you firmly into nothingness as you just feel your entire body compress. And then you poof away into nothingness, off to have a fun time. This is the first time Serenep's gotten knocked out in a long. Okay.
Damn.
Cool. Up next, Vincent is out of here, and it's Mira.
Great.
On round 2.
All right. I have one more high-level spell slot. That's going to be my 4th level spell slot.
Okay.
I don't need locate creature, and so I think that I am going to, seeing the success of my psychic lance last time, I'm going to turn to Christina. And I'm going to be like, that's such a cool hand. I'm going to really try to get rid of it, though. And I'm going to cast Relithim's Psychic Lance at Christina. I'd like her to make an int save.
Ooh, all right. She's decent at those.
Is she big brain?
She's fairly big brain, but she rolled like shit. So that's only going to be a 11.
Does not make it. Okay,
Yo!
She's gonna be incapacitated until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
So that's something.
Yeah.
Also, that's gonna be 7d6 psychic damage. Let me roll for those. Let me just add up all those numbers. There's
Absolutely.
a 2, a 5, a 4, a 2, a 3, a 5, and a 5. So that is going to be 26
Holy
points
shit.
of psychic damage. That's a 13 DC concentration check, I believe.
How much was it? 26?
26, yes.
Okay. She had 25 hit points remaining.
What? Oh Mira carry!
Out here blasting people with psychic
Mira's
lance.
nuking people.
I blasted their hit points down after the last fight. Okay, so that means only Karas fucking on the edge playing his fucking pan flute remains. But Winsler.
Yes.
He looks at you, and it's your turn as you begin to move after Mira blasts a pink lance of energy through Christina. The scroll freezes in place and then begins to completely unravel as she collapses unconscious into a puff of smoke. It's your turn now, though, Winsler. What do you want to do? Orc looks at you, covered in grease, terrified, frozen in place.
In my panic, I'm looking around for something that I could pick up and possibly throw. But upon not seeing that, I'm going to take off my shoe.
Yes! You kick off your shoe onto the ice.
I'm going to pick up my shoe, and at 4th level, I'm going to cast Catapult.
Oh my god! This could absolutely knock him out. He has very little hit points.
Yes.
They all have very little hit points. They have very equal hit points to the rest of you. So
he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, let's go, boy. Come on, you can carry this, Karas. Bring it home, bud. Dexterity?
Yeah.
15?
That just hits it.
Oh, yes.
Because I have cutting words. So, ha! All right, so using my second last Bardic Inspiration die, I am going to turn to Karas and be like, hey, that was great, but I think it's time for us to win this. And I'm going to ask him to subtract a d8 from that roll.
Holy shit.
So that's a 15 minus 7. So Mira, as he's about to matrix dodge out of the way, pan flute still in the mouth and just almost bent, and then you go, that's great, but I need you, and he turns his head and it just whacks him in the side of the head. Winsler, roll damage.
All right, so that's I think 3d8.
Yes.
Or 6d8.
Yes.
For a shoe?
Yeah, because he cast it at 4th fucking level.
Powerful shoe.
Damn. How smelly is Winsler's feet?
Holy shit, that's actually terrifying.
They're steel-toed.
That's 33 damage.
What? Oh my god!
From my shoe.
Shit, you guys!
Karas gets hit in the head. He squints and he goes, oh, we were so close, as he fucking falls back off of the ice platform, and before his feet leave the platform, he poofs away into Coalina Candy Shop Bonbon. Puff of smoke. And your shoe goes flying off into the audience, and it erupts into loud yells. A stunned Headmaster Crow stands from his seat and begins to clap in earnest for all of you. Mira Marchand, I'm going to give you another win. you can, in this moment, adrenaline pumping through all of your veins, all of you kind of look around. Serenup's not here, but still, this is an amazing victory. And Mira, you can look over as you hear a creaking coming from like the entrance of the gala hall and see like a very reluctant-looking girl in a black dress, Delnis Raytherin, begin to creep back into the gala hall kind of inconspicuously. And she sees it. You make eye contact with her and can like smile or do whatever the fuck you want to do. Yeah.
Shocked and happy. And then I'm going to run over to my friends just right away and just pull them into like a giant hug.
Absolutely.
I'm going to like, I don't have a lot of upper body strength, but I'm going to like lift up Winsler in a huge hug.
Absolutely.
I will help you
And-
lift Winsler
Oh my
up.
gosh.
As
yeah,
you all...
That was amazing, you guys!
You guys did so great! Like, all I did was throw sugar, but you actually did something!
No, you were so cool. I've never tried that spell before. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my
I
gosh.
gotta go get my shoe back.
Such cool friends!
Everyone is hooting and hollering. There is a wildness that has crossed over the people, particularly your fellow first years who are blown the fuck away. Like, this is probably the best possible thing to happen to like Alina's group, who got fucking stomped by you guys. Of like, we got beat by the winners. And things carry on. A rowdiness carries on, and as the Autumn's End festivities carry on and come to a close at some point, we, the audience, leave this wonderful gala venue as cheers thunder from it in a grand moment of triumph at the apex of your first year at Wildcliff School of the Arcane. And that's where we'll end this arc.
Oh my
And
god, we did
We'll do some
Holy
fun
shit,
stuff
you guys.
next time. Sarah? No.
Yeah.
Carla? Can you give us an outro, please?
Yes.
for this
Thank you, everyone,
wonderful
for
episode?
listening to this podcast. Please leave a rating or a review on our iTunes or wherever you listen to this podcast, because holy shit, we frigging won. Also, please follow us on Instagram or Twitter at Trials and Trebs, where you can catch us later, whatever. And we also have a Patreon, and you can find the link to
Yes.
that on our Instagram or Twitter or down there or wherever like you can access us. We truly appreciate all the support that you can give us, monetary or not, but thank you so much for that. Next is we also have a Treb merch. Did you know that?
No.
Treb merch.
Really?
Oh, TrebMerch.com. You fucking said it so chill. TrebMerch.com. Go get a t-shirt. Go get some stickies.
Yeah, it's at
Stickies.
TrebMerch.com. And last but not the least, we have a Discord server. And
Yes.
we also have the link to that everywhere, where you can access everyone else who listens to this podcast. Not everyone, but like some
Yeah.
of them. And
Yeah.
it's a pretty cool environment.
Yes. Oh, and before we go, I also want to say thank you to our patrons who submitted some NPCs who were featured in this episode. First, Curiosity Cuddleberry, given to us by the wonderful Esme. Second, the Weenie Hollow dressed Karas, rocking till the end on his pipes, submitted by Noda. Thank you so much. And finally, Ada, or should I say her full name, Adalyn with Phil. Thank you very much, Seriator, for submitting her. And I hope that you all enjoyed seeing them. But before we say goodbye, I do want to do one minor little post-credit scene where we see walking out of the gala all alone, smile on his face after watching his students and leaving them to their own evening of festivities. We see Artis Artesian just walk the campus, just rubbing his hands along all of the different handrails and stairways, walking. We see him go to his office and pick up a few things, put them in a backpack. He looks exuberant and happy and very joyous. And we see him stop by the office right next to his wife's, and just sit in there in front of a large globe for a few moments before he stands up and grabs some small dusty pins from the side of it to begin plotting a route for his upcoming expedition here on this wonderful evening, just having a great time. And that's where we'll end it. Bye! All right, see you next time, folks!
See you guys.
Bye.
Hi there, and welcome to April. A new month, a new patron. Thanks.
Oh my gosh, it's April
I'm-
already.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Did you know
It's
that
a new-
2022 is just over 25% complete?
You need to
Oh,
shut the
shit.
fuck up with your
Oh my
facts,
God.
okay, Ben? No one needs to know that. We can just ignore time, okay?
I don't.
But
April
more importantly than counting is saying thank you to our patrons on patreon.com.
But we have to count how many we have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm here to
7,
say thank you to our
8.
first new patron for the month of the past one, which is Gareth Preston. Thank you very much, Gareth.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I am here to say thank you to our next patron, which is Alicia Nickerson. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Alicia.
Thank you.
I hope I pronounced your name right.
Why'd I wave?
This is an audio medium.
Hey, you, Ivy. I want to thank you.
Thank you, Ivy.
Thanks, Ivy.
Thank you,
Thank
Ivy.
you.
I would also like to say thank you to Grayson Emilio. Thank you, Grayson Emilio.
Thank you,
Grayson.
Grayson.
Thank you
Amelia.
so much.
So much.
Thank you so much.
And last but not least, I would like to thank Alex Paraskevas or Paraskeva.
you.
I'm trying to.
Thank you, Alex
Paraskevas?
Paraskevas. Please let us know how to pronounce your name. If we've
Or
done it improperly
Paraskevas.
here, we apologize. Yes. Nonetheless,
Thank you nonetheless.
Thank you so much, Alex.
patrons gathered here today at the end of the episode. I thank you all for joining us, and I'm sure everyone else does thank you. They can actually thank you because they're here this
Thank
month.
you very much. We
you so
appreciate each and every
much.
one of you.
Thank you.
Thank you
We
so
love
much.
you all.
You let us do stuff. You let
Gracias.
things stay stress-free. You're all great. Thank you so much,
Salamat.
and we'll see you to thank the new ones next month. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Merci.
Merci.
Merci.